Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at a Transit 350 HD install. This has a 16-foot cargo area in the back, and it's equipped with an 8-gallon pressure washer, a 12-volt soft wash system, and a gas engine soft wash system. So moving a little bit closer, we'll go over all the components that we have in here. Starting up front, we have a 325-gallon water tank. We have that pushed all the way up front here, gives more space for the cargo area, but the way that these vans and trucks are set up, we have a little bit more flexibility to keep a tank all the way at the front instead of on a trailer where we have to have the tank in the middle over the axles. We have a 2-inch tank drain coming off. You can see the drain outlet down here. Just on the inside, we have a valve that operates that to open and close. We've also got filtration before it goes into the tank, and then we've got filtration before it goes into each one of the other systems, the pressure washer, the 12-volt soft wash, and the gas engine soft wash. Up here you can also see the 35-gallon winterizing system and the toolbox right next to it. We've got the fuel tank for the pressure washer up front here. So it's nice and easy to access if you want to fill from the gas station instead of having to remotely fill it. Moving down, we've got 4 of the 12-volt rewind Titan hose reels. These are all the 18-inch barrels. So this is equipped with 200 foot of pressure washer hose, and we've got our stainless steel ball valve here so that you can switch between accessories. You can use your wand and then close off this ball valve to shut off your water flow, release the pressure in your wand, and then switch over to your surface cleaner if you want to. It just makes it easy. You don't have to go back and forth to turn on and off your pressure washer when switching accessories. Down below, we've got, I believe, 100 feet of 3/4 inch hose on there. It'll fit a 200-foot section on there as well. And then we've got our 2 soft wash assemblies here. So the one that has the red gun on it is for our gas engine system, and then we've got one with the J-rod and the poly wand for our 12-volt system. And then we've got each of these labeled so that they know at a quick glance which one is which. We've got the premium hose guides on all of these. These are ideal whenever you're pulling up to a job site and you need to pull your hoses at like a 90-degree angle. Much easier. It's not going to rub on the sides of your box or any of your openings or anything like that. It just glides through these hose guides very easily. Moving around back, we've got our 3,500 PSI, 8-gallon a minute cold water pressure washer. This has the Honda GX 690 engine and the big TSF general pump on there. There's oil drains for both the engine and the pump, making it much easier to service. And then of course we have our bleeder valve on here so that we can prime the pump head and get any air out of that water line from the tank to here, because there's a little bit of a length to that water line. Just makes it much easier for startup, and you're not going to burn up any of those seals in the pump if you don't have enough water flow to it, or if you've got air stuck in that pump head. Our gas engine soft wash has the AR45 pump on it and the Honda engine. This is a soft wash that the customer had previously purchased from us. We're just now installing it into a different application. He had this in a trailer before, and he wanted everything to fit in this van setup. I'm going to hop in here and we'll go over everything that's on the wall on this side. So I'll start with the 12-volt soft wash system. We have the panel mount soft wash system here. This is our pump. We've got the accumulator here, and then we've got the charger. The charger is accessible from the outside of the truck right here. So you can plug in and charge the system from the outside of the van. We have our metering system, so you can meter your water, your surfactant, and your bleach. And then we've got the flush valve down here as well. That allows you to clean out that bleach line so you don't have any corrosion staying inside of that valve. The gas engine soft wash has its own metering system. It's right here. These valves are larger because it's more water flow. So we have our, again, water, surfactant, and bleach. And then this has a remote rinse system. So with the remote, it automatically rinses out your surfactant and your bleach lines so that you can go ahead and just run water without having to walk all the way back here to shut off your bleach and surfactant valve and then go all the way back to where you were washing. You just press that button, switches both, and you're good to go. Above it, we have our downstream metering system. So this is gonna meter or select different soaps for your pressure washer downstream. So with a pressure washer downstream, you get anywhere up to a 20% concentrate that goes through that pressure washer. So it's 80% water, 20% soap going through there. And then right here you can choose from your bleach tank, your surfactant tank. We have a secondary soap tank on here as well, or a third soap option where right down here you can drop it down into whatever you want. You just take this out. If you have a special type of detergent you want to use that you don't always use, or you don't want to fill up a tank with it, you have that option as well. This downstream manifold is connected to a Schertz box, which is a remote system to turn on and off your soap. Whenever you hit that button to turn off the soap, you're actually rinsing out your system. It's running water through that injector. So extends the life of your injector as well, and very convenient. Down below, we've got our soap number 1 tank, or our surfactant, so we label it as both because on the manifolds here, it has soap number 1. And then down here is just the battery for this 12-volt soft wash system. This is the battery that you're charging from the outside of the van. We have our 55-gallon bleach tank. And then again, we're down back to the toolbox here. So you see on the manifold that it gives you, different options for different tanks, and it's just selecting out of the same tanks that you're actually pulling from with your proportioner system. So it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to have more tanks than you need. It just pulls from everything. Beyond that, we've got our flooring down on here, the protective flooring to keep any of those corrosive chemicals off of the wood floor, extending the life of the wood or the van that you are hauling all of this stuff in. And yeah, I think that it pretty much covers about all of it. There's a custom, almost like concession type open over here so that we can fit all of those hose reels to go out the passenger side. Made it a lot more convenient. This particular setup has a lot of openings, making it easier to exhaust and for the engines to pull in fresh air, make those engines work as efficiently as possible, extending the life of them as much as possible as well, and of course keeping the equipment cool. Keeping fresh air running through here is ideal for all of these setups. So if you have any questions on this one, feel free to give us a call. This will also be available to see on our website at 3rpressurewashers.com. Thanks.